When it comes to rich or wealthy individuals, you very quickly realize that for most part, they only hang around individuals who are also rich, or at least in very similar financial circumstances. However, you don't see this upper economic class talk to the poor, or even the middle class for that matter. But why is that exactly? Is it their ego? Do you think they are too proud of themselves to talk to anybody in lower financial class? Well, that might be a reason, but only for few of these individuals. But for most of them, this is definitely not the reason, and it goes way deeper than that. Look, I'm pretty sure you heard this saying, show me your 5 closest friends and I can pretty much guess your account balance. I think the wealthy believe this and pretty much take it to the next level, because they don't want to be around people who don't take their finances seriously. They also don't want to be involved with any individuals who lack any kind of motivation, or even worse, with people who are always negative or blame everyone around for their own financial failures. I'm actually gonna give you right now my personal story, because I think it relates to what we're actually talking about very nicely. So okay, without even naming this person, let's say I know this individual pretty much my entire life. We both started on the same financial level, if you will, meaning we have hardworking parents just to provide our needs, and at some point we came to America in the same year actually. We both finished the high school, although I finished my high school in Poland. This other individual finished the high school in here, and while I was actually trying to figure out what I want to do in life, meaning going through many different jobs basically and learning the English in the same time, but this other individual started to work with people who do interior renovation of the houses, and he pretty much became professional tradesman. He can do the interior renovations, some plumbing, electricity, and even roofing, which became his main job years and years ago, making good money in the same time. So you can technically say he started to go better direction than me. However, I decided to do the CDL license, so I started driving the trucks too, and obviously my income went up with it too. Now here is the important part. We both got married actually, except for Mr. X. He got married very early in his life, and not only got married at the younger age, but actually married just after 1 week of knowing that person. And you probably guessed it, yes, his marriage ended in disaster. The lady, by the way, also had a child from separate marriage before, and when he got divorced finally, even though that wasn't originally his child, but he was forced for a while to make the child support payments, so this was definitely very hard for him. Now I got married sometime later, and I'm happy to say that I'm still married to my beautiful wife as of today. However, that doesn't mean that our life with my wife was going all smoothly, because we definitely had our own share of problems. We actually almost lost our house at some point, we went through the bankruptcy too, so I guess you can say our life wasn't really peaches with ice cream and cherry on top either. And now here is the main point of this story. It's actually how me and this individual approach our own failures. So you see, when me and my wife went down financially, mainly because of my fault, I blamed it solely on myself. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I had a lot of stress that time. I couldn't even sleep properly, and I couldn't even believe that I brought me and my wife into this situation. Now on the other hand, this other individual pretty much was blaming everything on his wife, and whenever he encountered other problems, he was always saying, you don't even get it, you don't even understand my life, and the stress I'm going through, and etc. Well, before he got married actually, he never took our advice that maybe you shouldn't marry somebody after just a week of knowing them, but then again somehow this wasn't his fault. Now he actually remarried sometime later. He has 2 awesome children with his wife. However, a few years ago they got separated, and yes, of course, that wasn't his fault either. That woman is bad and etc. So none of it is his own fault. So not only that his life is not going the good direction, which I definitely feel bad for him, but he was always so negative talking to me on the phone that unfortunately about a year ago I had to completely block his contact, because whether on purpose or unknowingly, he was stressing me and my wife to the point when this relationship was becoming toxic, so I had no choice but I had to block the contact. Look, basically, I don't want to be associated with any people who project negativity into our life. You see, obviously wealthy people know that, and they also don't want to be around negative people or people with small mindsets who always think they're a victim to their surrounding circumstances instead of taking charge of their life like they do and work every single day on creating their wealth. Perhaps most importantly, they want to operate on higher mental frequencies and good vibes, if you will, because that's the only way to achieve any financial success. So the actual reason they don't really talk to poor or middle class is not their ego, but it's rather because they're trying to protect their most valuable asset, which is positivity. Okay, so I think this is it for this video, but make sure to check this video next. There is a lot of important info in it too. And as always, thank you for watching.